How's it going, YouTube? Dak Redstone here, and today I am going to show you guys one of my creations. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change up some options real quick. Good normal, smooth lighting, fancy. Okay. Alright, we're good now. So I have two creations that I made, and we have them right here. And this one is called the 8 count, and this one is called the 2-3. And basically, what the 8 count does is for 8 ticks, this torch will stay off, and for 8 ticks, the torch will stay on. This came out of accident, and it's not as useful because you could just make an 8-tick timer, but I thought it was kind of cool. It works with piston, so it's just a piston timer. So anyway, I'll go ahead and turn it on, and hopefully, so as you can see, the piston pushes back and forth 8 times on both sides, and it kind of fights over it for the last 2 because this torch over here turns on. But it's about an 8 count, so as you can see, the torch is off. Now the torch is on. Now the torch is off. Now the torch is on. And I think the torch stays on for about 2 seconds and off for about 2 seconds. So it's about a 2-second tick clock. So that's that one. And it's pretty simplistic to make. I'll just go ahead. Here I have a simple 1-tick clock, which then goes to this, which will standardize it to more of a solid current. It's still somewhat fast and flashy, but it's not too solid, or it's still somewhat solid. It will then burn out this torch over here. This torch will stay burnt out for 8 ticks, and then it will turn back on, which will cause this piston to push it over. And this piston never burns out and is constantly pushing. So that's how this one works. And it basically just provides an 8-tick current here, and an 8-tick current on, and an 8-tick current off. So about 2 seconds each. Well, I guess it wouldn't be 8 ticks then, it'd be 20 ticks. But it's 8 pushes from each piston. And then we have over here another creation, and I call this the 2-3 count for a pretty obvious reason. It's a bit harder to turn on, but as you can see, it turns off, turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off, turns on, and then it has a solid red state. So off, on, solid state. So off, on, and then it has its solid state. So I think I said that enough times for you guys to get it. But basically, a purpose for this is you could actually use it as a decider. I guess you could call it a decider, but this flash here, as you can see, it flashes on and off, and that flash actually needs to be stabilized through a repeater, because that won't actually turn on a piston or anything. So if you were to stabilize it with a 2-tick repeater, you could actually use it to determine whether something should go off. So for example, if I have 3 repeaters, because it flashes 3 times, you could have 1 on 0, or 1 on 1 tick, 1 on 2 ticks, and 1 on 3 ticks. And basically, depending upon which time it's flashing, only one of these will be lit up. So you could connect them all, or you probably have to separate them, so maybe have them one apart. But this one would only work if it was a 1-tick. This will work if it's a 2-tick, and this will work if it's a 3-tick. So you could use this to decide, you know, you have a piece of TNT here and a piece of, or a piston here. And if this one gets activated, then the TNT goes off, but if this one gets activated, the piston goes off, and if this one gets activated, you know, you have a trap door open or something. So it could be used to decide what happens The only issue is there's no way to really turn it on and off. You would have to break the redstone, and then to turn it back on, you have to repower the redstone and replace it. So you can't turn it on and off. And this torch, this works on the principle of the torch burning out. And I figured out a way that if you have this little setup right here with the torch, this half U shape, and this, the torch will actually only burn out every 8 ticks. And then it will flash, of course. It turns off, turns on, turns off, turns on. As you can see, this torch is actually flashing. And it's because of this setup right here that causes it to unrandomize turning on and off. So that's pretty cool, this little setup right here. And then this repeater just pushes the current through a block so it can get to that. This one right here, this actually just provides power to this piece of redstone over here. There's probably a better way and more compact way to do it, but I really didn't care to try. I just kind of thought this was a cool principle. So I'll go ahead and I'll stand about, I'll go up a little bit, and I'll give you a kind of nice overview. If anybody decides they want to make this, they can kind of see how it was made and whatnot. It also might be kind of cool, I haven't tested it, but if you put a piece or another repeater here, you could actually push this signal through this block into your clock, and it might actually have some sort of effect. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it. I just thought this was a little cool invention, decently cool creation, and figured I'd show it to you guys. Also, I was going to give you guys an update on my Stronghold series and do a little explaining while I just have this amazing creation shown. That was sarcasm, by the way. But anyway, the Stronghold series will be starting either if 1.9 is released, or I might do it in 1.9 pre-release. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm trying to decide if 1.9 official will be much different from the pre-release. I'll prevent the world from transferring over and having, and then it'll cause issues or whatnot. So I don't want to do that yet. When I said that if I die, I have 1 life. If I die, I'm just going to create a new world. The series isn't going to end. You guys will see me create the new world on camera. You know, I won't be hiding that from you guys. You'll see me create the world on camera. You'll see it turn out. You'll see it whole render and all that. So it's not like I die on episode 1 and the series ends. That's not how it's going to work at all. So don't worry about that. Also, when I said 10 torches, I literally mean 10 torches for the whole series. I can't have sticks and coal in my inventory and then make 10. So basically how that's going to work is I'll place one, I'll place another, I'll go break the one behind, place it in front, and kind of like, you know, a repeating pattern. So for example, if that still doesn't make sense, pretend these are my torches, I'm walking, I'll walk, I'll place this one, I'll go back, I'll break this one, pick it up, place it in front, break this one, go, place it in front. And the purpose for me doing that is because of the fact that monsters will spawn more often, and it'll make it a little bit more of a challenge for me and make the series a bit more challenging. So that's how that's going to work. Also, if you haven't seen my Whack-A-Mole game creation, go check that out. You can see it out in the distance over there. I was pretty proud of it so far. The only thing that's not working is my score counter, which I need to work on. This is another world. I have a world where it's actually more done than what you see over there. But that's the Whack-A-Mole game, so I'll check that out. The link for that will be in the description, and so that will be definitely a cool creation for you guys to check out. Also, feel free, I just uploaded a video before I started recording this, and it was a biome generation fail. I thought I was going to do the Stronghold series, and I found out 1.9 was too laggy, but you should check out the fail that happened with the biome generation. So yeah, check both of those out. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys, Doc Redstone. Peace out, guys.